Hey, everybody. Welcome. It's a new edition of Cleats and Calves. We are at the house today
We
on a
are.
snow day. I got to figure out where to look. It's up
Yeah,
there.
right there.
Up there at the light. Look at the light. Okay, but this is Big Mama and Big Red,
Hey,
and
y'all.
we've been in the house. We've been in the house since, end of October?
Yeah.
Yeah. Illness, flu, Christmas,
Worked itself.
birthdays. Back to work, back to school.
Yeah.
So here we are. So we wanted to bring y'all a video today. Big Red has insane NFL ball knowledge. Insane NFL ball knowledge. He follows all the games. And congratulations to you. You won your fantasy football league.
Okay.
Don't quite. He's embarrassed about it. I told him he needs to sing them praises because he whooped some fellow football players pretty good. So I'm excited for him, but don't know what the prize is yet. Anyway,
Probably
there's some. Don't know yet. There's some playoff games coming up, y'all. Some. This is the Wildcard round?
Yes. They call it Super Wildcard Weekend.
Super Wildcard Weekend. And so we wanted to touch on a little bit of the games and let Big Red share his opinion on what he thinks about these players because he's got really good opinions. And it's pretty funny because him and I talk football all the time. And we'll be in the car blah-blahing about something. And he'll be telling me about something. And then we'll turn on, some sports news. And they say the same things. So, I want to say you heard it first right here from Big Red. So, the first game coming up is on Saturday. It is at 4:30 p.m. That is the Los Angeles Chargers
There you go.
at the Houston Texans. So that's going to be at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time on CBS. Don't know who's announcing. I like that information.
Okay, let me assess the team before I give my pick.
Okay.
Chargers, I like their O-line. They drafted the rookie Joe Alt. He's their right tackle, I think. He's really good. I like Justin Herbert at quarterback, but Chargers don't have much of a run game. They're very pass-heavy. Texans are also pretty pass-heavy, but they've had struggles at wide receiver all year due to injury. And C.J. Stroud won their QB and won Offensive Rookie of the Year last year, but he's playing kind of trash this year. Sophomore slump, if you will. And Joe Mixon, they're pretty good. He's been pretty good at running back for them this year, but been shut down quite a bit recently. I think the Chargers, I think they're going to get a big one, even though they're at the Texans. I think Chargers going to win.
Okay. All right. So, for the record here, the Los Angeles Chargers are 11-6. They averaged 3.2 touchdowns per game, 400 or so offensive yards, and defensive yards allowed 345. The Texans are 10-7 with 2.7 average touchdowns per game, 371 offensive yards, and 356 defensive yards. So, say it again. Who's going to win?
Chargers.
The Chargers. Is that Harbaugh?
It is.
That's one of the Harbaugh. That's Jim. Those in Michigan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you heard it, Coach
Michigan
Davis.
coach.
Harbaugh's going to win that one for you because you like him. Okay, on Saturday, January 11th, the Pittsburgh Steelers are playing the Baltimore Ravens at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Amazon Prime.
They're playing for the third time this year.
It seems like they've played them.
They play each other twice in conference. So this will be the third time they're facing off. Steelers have been struggling recently. They're on like a 4-5 losing streak. And this happens every single year with the Steelers. Every year under Mike Tomlin.
I was going to say, and Mike, the coach, Mr. Tomlin.
Yes.
So.
Every single year under him. They do really good until the end of the season. And then they just struggle. Russ been struggling. Defense is the only thing that's been really keeping them alive. And Najee Harris, their running back.
I mean, do you think that that's because they're just so physical? Or what do you think falls apart? The wintertime? Like, what happens?
If it's happening multiple years in a row, that's a coaching issue.
Is it injuries?
No.
Is it things that he can't
If it happens year after year after year after year, that's a coaching issue.
Okay.
With the Ravens, do it.
Oh, speaking of Ravens, I am wearing Derrick Henry's high school jersey. Go number 22. He was number 2 in high school.
I'm wearing Tom Brady's high school jersey.
And he's wearing Tom Brady's jersey. But do you need to say anything about the Ravens?
They have Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry. That's all I need to say.
Okay. All right. Well, Baltimore's record, they're 12-5. They average 3.2 touchdowns per game, offensive yardage 398. Defensive yardage is roughly 290. For Pittsburgh, they're 10-7. 2.8 touchdowns per game, 375 yards offense, 340 defense. So your pick is the Ravens.
Well, they beat up on the other big teams that they face.
Yeah, but
except for Philadelphia.
Steelers might be about to get back, but I don't know.
I
just think Derrick Henry and them's on fire. So I'm gonna go with the Ravens on that one. Okay, on Sunday is the Denver Broncos at the Buffalo Bills. That's 1:00 on CBS. That's Eastern time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Broncos at the Bills. What do you think?
Okay, I really like the Broncos. I like Bo Nix. I like Cortland Sutton, their receiver. I really like him. Broncos defense is really good. One of the best defenses in the league, I would say. If not the best. They're really PS2, Pat Surtain the second. Oh my God, he's so good. He's a very good DB. But the Bills, oh my God, their offense is really good. They have Josh Allen, forgot the running back's name, like David Cook or something. He's really good. The Bills' offense overall, they're really, really good. I think the Bills win in a very close game.
I think so.
Very, very close game.
I don't know. I can see this one going to overtime. I really can.
Honestly, it could.
Okay, so for the Bills, they're 13-4. They're allowing 3.4 TDs per game. Offense is 411 yards. Defense 321. For the Broncos, 10-7, 2.5 touchdowns per game. Offensive yardage is 361, and defensive yardage is 356. And I just got to tell y'all, I've been watching Bo Nix play for, it seems like, 6 or 7 or 8 years. And somebody, Connor, your phone's going off.
That ain't me.
Oh, maybe that's my phone. Anyway, Bo Nix, I believe in him. He is a winner. He is going to do what it takes. I just don't know if he's going to be outmatched.
Might be.
Somewhat due to experience, but he's going to hurt himself trying. I truly believe that. He's going to hurt himself trying.
This game honestly could go either way, but I just think the Bills are going to win, even if it takes overtime.
That could happen.
That is
the dog. That is the dog snoring in the background, and my group text phone going off, y'all. I do apologize for that. Okay, where are we at now? Okay, we got Green Bay at Philly. I know you're going to be watching this one because that's Philly's your team. This is going to be at 4:30 Eastern time on Fox. What you got? What you got?
Okay, Packers. They're in a very tough conference. They're in the conference with the Lions and the Vikings. They've lost to them both times.
They're beat up.
They've lost to the Lions and Vikings both times they played them. And they lost to the Bears this last week. The Bears.
The Bears. Okay.
No, I'm not done.
Oh.
The Bears are trash.
He's not done.
The Bears are trash. I'm going to set that for the record. The Bears are trash. It's the third time I said that. It's proving a point.
I'm glad the ghost of Mike Ditka is not here to kick your tail, buddy. Let me tell you.
The Packers, watching some of their games, they're either really good or really bad. It's inconsistent. And Eagles, I know they're my team. I'm trying not to be biased here, but they've been electric to watch all season. It was watching them last season after they lost to the Niners. They were up here, like Super Bowl bound, right? Nosedive. Terrible.
That's tough.
It was painful to watch. Genuinely painful. We started off 10-1 until like week 12, and then we ended 10-7, and we got first rounded. It was terrible.
That is tough.
But this year, it's different this year. Mainly because that man Saquon Barkley.
Man, that's been so much fun to watch. And I am so excited for him because of what he went through with the Giants. I mean, just for him to get on the field and do what he's doing for the Eagles and play for a team that supports him and loves him and an O-line that blocks for him. And
it's wonderful.
And a quarterback that can do it. I do believe, like Charles Barkley has said, that the Eagles are the most balanced team in the NFL right now. They are kicking on both sides.
And if I didn't say that the Broncos have the best defense, I'd say the Eagles have the best defense. They can also win big games that they play. Okay.
So the Eagles are 14-3. They're 3.3 touchdowns per game, offensive yardage 402, and defense is 312. And the Packers, right? Because I forget that quick. They're 11-6 with 3 touchdowns per game, offensive yards are 390, and defensive yards are 330. Okay.
Look, Eagles also are getting Jalen Hurts back at QB.
Oh, that's right, because he's over his
concussion. Out of concussion protocol.
Okay.
Give me the Eagles. Easy.
Okay. All right. Now we've got, where are we at? We're at Washington Commanders and the Green, not Green.
No.
Washington Commanders at Tampa Bay.
Okay, there.
Okay, that's at 8 o'clock Eastern Time on NBC, streaming on Peacock. Okay, Commanders and Bucks. Commanders and Bucks. What you got?
Ooh, this is a good one. I like Jaden Daniels. I really do like the Commanders, even though they're in the Eagles conference. Matter of fact, the Commanders did beat the Eagles one game.
They've been fun to watch. The Commanders have. And when they've turned it on, man, it's
Jaden Daniels. Oh, that's rookie of the year right there, I think.
Right. I think he might be.
Rookie of the year, QB. He's absolutely electric to watch. But Tampa Bay, their offense is really good with Baker Mayfield, the OG wide receiver Mike Evans, and their rookie Bucky Irving at running back. Oh, my Lord. They don't really – in the past few years, they were pass-heavy offense. But now this year, they've been able to run the ball because of Bucky Irving. Now they have options. Honestly, I don't know who's going to win this one, honestly. It could go really either way.
It's good. Well, Tampa Bay is 10-7 with an average of 2.9 touchdowns per game, 381 yards offense, 341 yards defense. The Commanders are 12-5, 2.6, 366 yards with 351 yards on defense. I don't know.
That's tough.
I don't know. I feel like this one's going to overtime for some reason.
Oh, that's definitely going to. It is raining hard.
Is it raining or are we snowing again? Anyway, we've had a snow event today. That one, this may be a field goal game.
Yeah.
This is going to be a field goal game.
I think if Tampa's defense can lock in, they win. But if their defense doesn't lock in, Commanders win. Okay. I think I'm going to say Commanders win right now.
Okay. All right. He's solid on that. I don't have a pick. on that one. I don't. So, okay. And the last game is Monday night. So, that's going to be the Vikings at the Rams. And I think the venue changed.
Well, really at Arizona.
Yeah, it's going to be in Arizona instead of in Los Angeles due to the fires, and God bless those folks because that's horrible. I've worked out there as a travel nurse when all that was burning and going on. It's not easy to deal with, but it's going to be at 8 o'clock Eastern Time on ESPN and ABC and the Manning cast and a lot of other things going on. Monday Night Football.
Vikings and Rams.
Okay.
The Vikings just got pooped on by the Lions. Jahmyr Gibbs had the Lions running back had 4 touchdowns against the Vikings. 4. It was something to watch.
That was a little rough, that game.
Sam Darnold could not complete a pass. Justin Jefferson got locked up by a DB I've never heard of in my life.
He did.
So that's concerning for the Vikings for me. Their defense, I can't really say they're pretty good, but they got embarrassed last game. But it's the Lions. They're the number 1 team in the NFC, arguably in the NFL.
Oh my God,
so
the Lions are so physical. They're just going to beat your butt every single time. So
I agree. And the Rams, they started off the season terrible. They started off like 0-4, I think. And look at them now. They won their division and they're in playoffs. Look at them.
I know.
They turn stuff around quick. And honestly, I think the Rams win a big one.
Okay. Well, I think that would probably kind of be a shock to everybody, wouldn't it? Maybe not. I was just hoping that
that's my one upset of the week.
The Sam Viking quarterback was going
Sam Darnold?
He was going to get him a big fat contract, but
he still is for sure.
Well, I just want him to be their quarterback and settle into it, but I don't know how that's going to shake out. Okay.
He will be.
So the Rams, they are 10-7 with 2.7 touchdowns per game, 371 yards. On offense, 346 on defense, and up here to the Vikings, 14-3, 3.1 touchdowns per game, 395 offensive yards with 326 defensive yards allowed. So,
Call me crazy, but I got the Rams still.
Still got the Rams. Okay, I'm going to play underdog and go Viking because I want him to get a big fat bonus
The
check.
Vikings are not the underdogs in this one.
Okay, well, whatever.
The
I'm
Rams are the
pulling for
underdogs in this one.
I'm pulling for the inconsistent quarterback. Let's see if he can get his stuff together. So, and not zoom around in the pocket looking cray-cray.
Well, he's consistent, just not against Detroit.
Well, I don't.
No one really is, to be fair.
How do you be consistent against Detroit? If I looked up and saw any of them run at me, I'd be like, screaming like the girl I am, and I'd be on the ground. So y'all don't hurt me. So that's how Big Red thinks wild cards are going to shake out. So y'all please like, please follow, please watch the videos. We're filming some more today, so we will see y'all soon. Have a great snow day.
Have fun in the snow, y'all.